Mimi naitwa Rogati, mimi ni mtoto huyu mama. Hapa kuna wanyama wakali sana wasumbufu. Fisi, alafu na chui naye anasumbua sana, wanaingia sana muda usiku sana. Anatoa mbuzi.
Alafu fisi wanashambulia huko.
Fisi ndio wanashambulia huko porini. Kuanzia miaka 3 mpaka leo hii tumeuawa ng'ombe 20. Mbuzi 30. Pamoja na kondoo.
So, okay, just that I got it right. The leopard chased the goats and sheep out of the boma, and the hyena went for. And that happened in March, and 30 animals. So actually it's boma part is a grazing area. The goal is to actually mitigate the conflict between human and hyena, and to make them, people, aware of their role, the role of the hyena, and to give them an option to live actually in coexistence, to find a solution to maybe compensate the livestock loss or to reduce the livestock loss. One other issue which would be very close to my heart would be the rabies eradication program, because we experience attacks towards people, and rabies is very well known that it changes behavior, and people sometimes talk about crazy hyena with saliva running out of their mouth. So I believe in rabies in hyena here, and if we get the funding for the rabies eradication program, it would be very important to actually do that program here, to vaccinate the stray dogs or also the domestic dogs, and protect wildlife being infected by rabies, and especially hyena, because they are the not only but the most present predator in Lake Eyasi. We have leopards, but not as much.
I met with Judith Lazaki for the first time in 2022 here when one event happened when one chick attacked and killed by hyena. So after there, Judith decided to come to establish the hyena fishing camp here and doing her project of solving conflict between human and hyena. But also under United Tansania, we established the scholarship whereby United Tansania sponsoring scholarship for 4 girls here in school, especially those girls who coming from difficult families.
Right now we are at Kisimangeda, and behind you can see the cave system, our big rock system, which is used for a communal dance site of our Mambo clan. Mambo clan was our first clan we actually started to monitor, and we followed him from Mambo Den to that place now. We currently have 17 individuals identified, and right now we have 4 cubs in different ages. So maybe the oldest one is the very bold one, we think it's a male, probably 1.5 years. The other ones are much younger, they don't come out every time. So we are waiting for them to come out because we started a habitation program to get them used to people around a little bit, to the red light, because our future plan is to put GPS collars on them. So this is why they need to get used to red light. After we have the members of the clan, and then we also put the cameras out in the area to recapture the same individuals. And from these pictures we can see, okay, these animals move, I don't know how many kilometers, or this is their home range, this is their territory, or how do they use the habitat. And then we're going to map the villages around, and when we have the overlap, this is where I would expect the conflict to be most critical. And then we're going to start to talk with the community how to solve that conflict. So up to now, I mean, we walked our transects, we did our Boma interviews. I mean, we're not finished, but from the start, I would say, the problem here is a little bit different to probably other places. Here the most attacks happen actually in the grazing area and not really in the Boma. But this is too early to say. I mean, it's just a feeling from the first, 40 Boma interviews we actually did. We are at our first den site that we ever discovered. So the Hazab brought us here after we found the first birth den, but not busy. So then they brought us here, and we saw a lot of hyena tracks. So we figured, okay, this is an active den site. We're going to place our cameras for a few test nights, or actually one test night, which was already enough to almost kill our cameras. So they were really working hard on them to destroy it, to drag it, to replace it, to turn it around. When I saw the pictures, I felt so sick. My heart was broken. So we left our frames here, our camera setup, the permanent one, because I figured if this is a birth den, they're going to come back anyway, so I'm not doing all the struggle turning it on and off again. And so May and June we had them here with very tiny little cubs. We saw them the first day when they were out. Unfortunately, something must have happened. The mother didn't return. They must have died because we saw them in and out crying and calling and whatever, and then dead. No adult coming back. So then they moved via Mandageo to Kisimangera, where we had them from July, just 2 days ago. So when we were supposed to come here to check, I was like, they're going to come back. They are going to be back. And Lily was first, and he was like, lots of hyena tracks. So I'm very sure, 100%, our clan is back to the birth den.
Can you change?
Change, okay. New one? Let him take one of the new.
The misunderstandings surrounding hyena have far-reaching consequences for their conservation. These fascinating animals face persecution, habitat loss, and human-wildlife conflict. Promoting awareness and dispelling misconceptions is vital to fostering coexistence and ensuring the long-term survival of hyena populations. Hyenas are not the villains they're often portrayed to be. They play a vital role in maintaining ecosystems, balancing prey populations, and contributing to the overall health of their habitats. By appreciating their ecological significance, understanding their unique characteristics, and dispelling misunderstandings, we can foster a more accurate perception of hyenas and what they contribute to their conservation efforts.